Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dear students of Super Goal 6, Level C. I hope you're all doing well. Today we're continuing with Unit 2, Lesson 4. And we're starting today with a vocabulary, and our aim today is to learn new vocabulary words that will help us enrich our language. We also know some new expressions that will help us within the writing corner. Now let's look at these pictures we have. Look at that person. He seems to be thinking about an issue that he is busy-minded with. So if you think about something while you're doing another, let's say another issue or another task, sometimes you get D, which is get distracted. So if you get distracted, it means you think in another way, or you can't focus on something because you're busy-minded with the first thing. Okay, another one. Let's look at here. Let's look at that person. What is he, or how does he look like? Yes, he seems to be, thank you, very angry. And he is driving the car. And he's driving the car and he's angry at the same time. So this is what we call road rage. Sometimes people are getting angry easily while they are driving because they are just easy to be angry with, let's say, the traffic jam, or he has something to go with, or a certain appointment, but he can't reach at time because of the traffic jam or other people who are not paying attention while they are driving, so they can disturb you. Now, getting back to the book, if you look at the writing section here, we have a few words. One of them is distracted, another one is the rage, as I called you. Of course, we know the attention, some kind of reflexes, and reflexes are a few reactions that come to your body. Also, immature means that they are not completely, let's say, they are not completely full in mind, in thinking, even in their behavior. We also have the accident, we know the accident. So these are the words responsible, and if you're responsible about something, so you can do it, you are up to it. Now the first sentence, due to the fact that many adolescents are unable to control their emotions and they are prone to road what? So they can't control their emotions and, thank you, reflexes. So they're prone to road rage. Number 2, teenagers are easily by their cell phone or by other people in the car. So they can't pay attention, so they are easily distracted by their cell phones. As a result, they don't pay careful attention. They don't pay careful attention, thank you. Now, number 3, teenagers are still mentally young, and for this reason they are not drivers. So they are not careful drivers, or let's say they are not responsible drivers. And they are also young and immature. So they do not have the full responsibility, and that's the meaning of immature. But if you are mature, so you can think carefully and take decisions in a careful way as well. Now number 5, since adolescents do not have much experience behind the wheel, and when I say behind the wheel, I mean while driving, they don't have to react quickly. So they don't have think about it. So they don't have the attention to react quickly. So consequently, they are more likely to cause an accident than an experienced driver. That's great. That's great. So we have also road rage, as I told you, and we have found out the meanings of these words recently, as you can see. We're using these phrases in order to express the cause. So for example, you say because of, or since, as in the example here. since adolescents do not have much experience, so because they don't have much experience behind the wheel, so they don't have the, as we said, the attention to react quickly. That's great. Now let's get to the form, meaning, and function. This is very important. If you're requesting something, you use these expressions like can you, could you help me, and if you agree on it, so say sure, no problem. That's one possible way. And also you can refuse in a polite way and say sorry, I can't, or you can say no, or not now, I'm busy now. That's great. We also have the commands. Commands are orders, and they are actually official most of the time. For example, we use this sentence: turn right at the intersection. Turn right, turn left. Don't park your car here. So these are all things that include giving commands. So we have positive ones, or we have negative ones, like don't park here. Now if you want to report those commands and requests to some other person, like in the example here, so you say, can you help me? My mother asked me. So all we need to do, as you can see in the example, is to say, my mother asked, as this is a kind of verb. If you're asking someone, because this is a request, and you can also have tell if you are giving an order to someone or you're giving command. So you say, my mother asked me to help her. So use to and the verb in the infinitive form. Also turn right, said Omar to his brother. So we can say Omar told his brother, as usual, to turn right. Now giving or having those sentences here, we will also have the negative, the last one. Don't be late, said the parents. So the parents told their children, or told them, not to be. So if it's negative, you use not to. Use not to if the command is negative. Now we need to report those requests and commands here. Number one, put on your seat belts, the father said to his children. Now think about said to. It should be changed into thank you, told. So the father told his children to put on their seat belts. To put on their seat belts. Number two, would you drive us to the airport? Abdullah's cousins asked him. So Abdullah's cousins asked him to drive them to the airport. To drive them to the airport. We're going to continue the rest of the sentences with your teachers in the interactive sessions. Thank you so much for paying attention. If you have other questions, please do not hesitate to approach your teachers through the school website. See you soon. Assalamu alaikum.